Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Point Museum. Welcome back to our space museum. Welcome back to space. We'll leave it at that. Welcome back to space. I've made a decision. I mentioned in the last episode that I wasn't sure if we were going to be sticking with this museum, but I've made a decision. We are. For one more episode, we're going to be sticking with this museum just to see if we can get it up to 2 stars, which I'm pretty sure we can, but we're going to do it together and see what we can achieve. And so right off of the rip, we are going to be going to Mozzastella, which is a great name. Gonna be honest, fantastic name. We're going to be sending Arnold because I would like to avoid the fondue freefall. We unfortunately don't have... Well, we avoid one of the fondue free falls. We unfortunately don't have a drill, so this could potentially take an extra 20 days. We might get a bunch of bonus XP though, which would be great. And I mean, either way, we're getting plus 75 on the survey level. And if I wanted to, we can get plus 125. So I think that's what we're gonna do. That seems like a really good start for Mozzastella. We can go ahead and send that out and just generally see what happens. We also happen to have some money now, which is very exciting. So I would like to go and start working on some more rooms and some more facilities and some more things for our guests. So my thinking on this is we want to go and modify the building, and I want to build a little something over here. And I'm kind of thinking we just do like a big room, basically. We just kind of do like this, and we kind of extend it down here. That might mess with some things there, but that's okay. I could just put walls in here. I don't need to do this entire thing. My thinking is I want to build a, let's build a 7x7 space right there. I want to build like a cafeteria, canteen kind of thing in here. So I'm thinking we extend over this way. This also gives us room for more bathrooms, which I think will be really important. So we can play with that idea. And I guess we'll just do this for now. I think that'll be a fine looking space for what I want to do. It's going to be an absolutely huge cafeteria if we do go for it. But honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. I might even go so far as doing this so that this exhibit, if and when we get one, is central on this sort of opening. So let's do it. Let's build that. And let's see what we can do in terms of getting some rooms into this space. So the cafeteria needs to be 4x3. There's nothing like a hot meal, but this is awfully close. Isn't there also, let me see here. It is just going to be the cafeteria, which I guess is totally fine. So this guy, I'm kind of thinking we just put it right in the middle. Something kind of like this. We could go 5x6. We could go 6x4. I'm going to say the 6x4 is probably enough. We'll put the entrance right in the middle. And then we have these serving tables. I think one of these right in the middle is probably fine, but maybe actually having it over there would be a better idea, because we can put the tray bin over in that corner as well, or even just right there to create like a little enclosed space for staff. I think that's kind of cool. And then when it comes to tables, we have a few options that we could play with here. I don't necessarily know what I want to go for. Maybe 3 of those smaller ones, and then maybe some of the bigger ones out here could be kind of cool. I'm not really too sure. Not really interested in min-maxing this, to be quite honest, either. So maybe just something like that will be perfectly fine for the cafeteria. I would like to get some bins in here because I think that's going to be important in those corners. We don't really have much in the way of decoration, unfortunately, for this, at least nothing that's going to be super specific to it. So I think what we'll go for is maybe, I don't know, maybe a space column down in this corner could be kind of fun, just to make sure people remember that, you know, this is a spacey kind of museum. I think that's kind of neat. And honestly, I think this is totally fine. So let me go ahead and hire another assistant. We're going to go for Angela Pie, which seems like a fantastic name. And you are going to be working in that cafeteria. That is about the only thing I'm interested in you doing. I do think some customer service could be very good for you to learn so that you can make people a little bit happier. And then I guess we do some bathrooms is what we're going to do next. I don't know if we need to do 2 of them, but at the very least, we will go in and get 1 bathroom in this space. We'll put the door, let's say here. And then for the layout on this, I'm kind of thinking we go for the gold again, because I think it's just kind of fancy. We can do our sinks just opposite, and we can do some hand dryers, hopefully, down in this corner. Absolutely. Also a bin, just because I like putting those around here. And there we go. We got ourselves another bathroom, which is great. This is all expandable if that's a thing that we want to do at some point, which I probably will. And I'm also thinking, just while we're here, let's go ahead and get this floor sorted out so that everything kind of lines up. And you know what else we could do? We could put some windows just into this spot, because I think that kind of makes sense. And maybe a little teeny tiny window just in there to let people see out that way as well. And this seems good. This seems like a good thing. I don't know how we serve the melted cheese medley. We need to select a cafeteria to change the food on offer. Okay. So food options here. We have bone broth. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Let's serve the melted cheese medley. I like that these have different sort of perks as well. That's very cool. Okay, so the melted cheese medley for sure. We probably, do we want to serve the dough cake? I don't really know. We could do atomic paste for more buzz, I guess. And I guess we could also do, you know what, we'll do the dough cake as well, because I want that bonus right there. That seems good. So that should make people happy, right? That's going to give them something good to eat. And once that assistant's done learning, they'll head over and start to work in the cafeteria. And yeah, hopefully that's going to be good. It'll take people away from the vending machines as well, which I think is an absolute win. And I'm also thinking that now that we have a little bit more money, we can open this room up again and maybe cancel marketing and instead go for something else. What do we got? So we have the anomalies, we have the space junk, we have specific exhibits as well that we could play with. I don't really know. What do we want to go for here? We could advertise to, oh, hold on a minute. Space enthusiasts. Let's advertise to them. Let's repeat the campaign. 5,000 every 90 days. Let's get that going. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy there, but just a nice little marketing campaign for anyone that likes, well, space. Oh, now look at this. We have our first crate from Mozzastella. Let's have a little bit of a look at what we're going to be dealing with here. Hopefully something good, hopefully something exciting. It is a cheese refiner and it's pristine. Okay. So this is, it does have the space theme, but it's one of these guys' artifacts. So I'm going to send it to my inventory. And I think we're going to figure out where this wants to go, because it feels like it's sort of its own exhibit, right? It doesn't feel like it necessarily belongs in the middle here. It feels like it should be in its own little corner, in its own little space. I just don't know where. And that's kind of the problem that I'm having. So maybe we put a wall across here and put them sort of in by the cafeteria, or maybe we build out a whole new space like up here and just go and put them in like a thing up here. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we fill out this part and we go ahead and do that. I think we go and get some walls and put them across here to kind of separate this area. And then I think we get something like this space archway is so cool, but I kind of want the security one. Feels like it makes so much more sense. We're going to go with the space one just because that looks absolutely incredible. It really does. That looks so good. I really, really like that. I really, really do. So let's just grab all of this. Let's get this painted up. And I guess I kind of want to put a new wall thing in here as well, because we're dealing with like the cheesy artifacts. So we could, oh, that is not what I'm looking for. Let me just repaint the entire front of this. I'm kind of thinking that we do go for the bright orange in here. It's gonna be kind of nasty looking, but that's almost on purpose, right? We could go for the zigzag orange. I think that's maybe a bit much. Let's see what we can do for the floor in here. We have dirt. That's not really what I'm looking for. We have lattice orange. Oh my God, this is gonna be horrendous. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's a lot. But that's what we're going for. That's what we're doing. We have the cheese refiner. Oh, it's more orange and blue. Okay, back to the inventory. We're gonna change this up. The floor can be blue, because I think that's gonna be a little bit more tolerable anyway. So tile blue? Oh boy. Is that what we used? Oh no, we used the space thing. Okay, you know what? Use the space floor in there. I'm sort of more okay with this. I don't, I don't love it. I really don't. We're just gonna go with something slightly more normal and we will accent the exhibits shortly. So the cheese refiner, this guy right here, I want to put it, oh, I can't put it right at the wall. Oh, it's the wrong way around. That's probably why. So I want to put it right in the wall, which I think is fine. And then I guess around it, we could go for the space texture. I suppose that's totally fine. So we'll do something like this, and then get some nice little corners on there. And that seems good. I don't know what it wants around it. It wants floating balls. I mean, honestly, don't we all? Let's family-friendly YouTube channel, has been for years. Let's keep it that way. Let's put those at the back right there and keep it nice and happy. We can do a little, oh, we have a model Earth and a model planet. That's cool. Let's do the little model. I don't know where to put these, honestly. Let's do the cheese drip behind it, because that seems like it makes sense, right? That looks absolutely horrendous. I love it so much. We have the lights. We have all of this stuff that we can play with as well. I don't know where to put any of it, to be quite honest. What I would like to do is, I'm still kind of recovering from the floating bowls line there. I want to put these railings around it. I think that looks pretty good. It might look better if it were glass, but I think we're fine with the ones that we have. I'm not super, oh my God. There's like a thing that comes out of the top of that and gives the guests cheese. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of neat. That's my kind of museum, man. That is my kind of museum. Let's do a little floating Earth somewhere. I guess we can do it like here, and we'll do the model planet here. So that'll get that thing up to level 5. That looks okay. It's a little weird having those floating there, but I'm kind of okay with it. We could probably go in with some other things, but for now it's fine. I'd also like to get a wide info display just right back there, because I think that kind of makes sense. And I guess we'll also do a little donation stand on the left and on the right of this guy. And that seems fine. I think we can kind of work with that. That'll be how basically everything in here gets its donations and gives out its info. So that's cool. I like that. We're almost done with the melted cheese medley thing as well. And my staff are generally very upset. So let's try and fix their pay a little bit. My experts in particular, let's just bring them all up to the bare minimum to make them happy, ideally. And we'll see how that goes. That is bringing us up kind of nicely. My assistants as well are all a little bit upset. I'm really not making enough money to pay them this much. So this might be tricky. But again, we're going to try and do the bare minimum to pass this objective here. So we'll see how that goes. 65 of 75 on pay satisfaction is really not good. Let's bring these guys up as well to about those spots and there. And we only have one security guard, still only the one. I didn't realize that we only had one security guard. We probably want more, but I don't know that we can afford it, so I'm not going to. I also want to send another expedition out to Matastella because we want more stuff. So it's going to be, I want to say it's got to be Arnold. That bonus survey skill is kind of incredible. Like it really, really is. 75% on a detailed expedition, and that's without a survey scanner. So we're going to send a survey scanner for plus 125. We're going to get some great stuff from that, and it's going to go in the cheese room is what it's going to do. It is going to go in the cheese room. That's what this is henceforth going to be known as, is the cheese room. I also want to modify this very quickly because I'm realizing that what I could do is create like a little corridor there. That seems kind of neat. So like you still have this like divide here from like the main area to the cafeteria and the cheese room, but you also have like this little, I like this. I can also put a security door on it so that eventually people go into like the back part of the museum are going to have to go through a security door, which I think is good. Ooh, hello. I didn't realize we had one of these out here. Do we want another one? I don't know that we do, but I would like to examine this because one more examination, one more analysis, and we get it up to 3 of 3 on knowledge. So we'll dump that in there, which is really good timing because we have another crate here. Oh, did you get injured? You did, but that's okay. We are up to level 3. We're up to pristine. That's great. That is hideous. that is horrendous looking, but I'm going to put it over in the cheese room where it belongs. So right there. That is, that thing is hideous. I love it. It's kind of great. It's hideous in like an endearing way. Kind of like, you know, me. So yeah, we're going to keep the slug statue in with the rest of the cheese. We can, I don't know why I'm doing this floor in such a roundabout way, but there we go. We'll have 3 exhibits in the cheese room. That'll be fine. I would like to put more cheese on the walls back here because that's going to help with the decoration. This is already 5 of 5 as well, which is amazing. It does need to be near a life station to max out its buzz. So we can totally do that. Life station can live, I don't really want it here. I guess the life station can go, I want to say there. It should be totally fine. And I think just while we're here, let's put another bin in this space if I can do it, which apparently I can't. That's a little bit unfortunate. I can put it there though, which I guess is fine. I just want a bin in here so that if anyone does happen to drop some stuff, they can drop it into the bin and not just on the floor. And you know what? I want to get more security as well. I just got a little heads up about a crime guild thing running around. So we'll get 2 more security guards. There's one of them right there. That's slightly problematic. I would like someone to go and, that was the wrong button. I would like someone to go and deal with you before you steal something, which is exactly what you're doing. Security, you are not gonna go deal with that, are you? Nope. That's actually being stolen. Okay. So this is just gone now. this is just out of here. So I'm gonna sell it, which is fine. I think we need to get some security in here, some proper security in here. So we have guards going around. That's great. But I think we want to do, I think some proper security right here would be a really good shout, just right next to all of these exhibits. I think that's a fantastic spot. I think some security in here could be really good as well. Just sort of looking at all of these guys. I'm going to put it, can I put it on that back wall? I totally can. So I'm okay with that. I think that's probably enough security coverage. Let's assign you. And for this one, I want to assign you. And that should be all right. That should more or less cover a good amount of the security in here. I'm kind of thinking we might need a security room as well, though, which, well, I say a security room, a camera room might not be a bad idea. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see how it goes. We do have guards kind of sitting and chilling now, which is hopefully going to be enough. I'm not thrilled that we lost that exhibit, but we can go and get it again, I'm sure. We have to go back to, I want to say, the moon. Absolutely. Let's set up an expedition. We'll send you and we'll send you. And this seems like it'll be good. This seems like a good one. We'll do bonus XP. We'll do detailed and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can get the flag back. If we can't, it's not the end of the world. We also have another exhibit showcase, which honestly, pretty good timing. We have some space for it right there. So sure, we'll absolutely do that. We have some income as well. We are making money, which is great. And we have another crate as well. So let's take a look. It is a pristine version of that table. That's not bad. This one can go away. This guy's going to be analyzed now because the pristine one is going out here. Absolutely. So right about there, that's not bad at all. I would like to go back to the moon though, because again, I want a replacement for that flag that we happen to lose. So we'll go for a safe expedition because it's going to be nice and quick. And I guess the only thing we need to do now is make my staff a little bit happier. Also, you can be trained again. So let's give you, let's do this. Let's just keep you going in terms of ticket sales. You can be upgraded in marketing as well. You can be better with customer service. What do you do? What do you, oh, that's the gift shop. Yeah, we'll do that as well. Okay. Absolutely get those guys leveled up a little bit. And then I guess let's sort out my staff because their pay is already kind of annoying them. So bring everybody up to be nice and happy there. My janitors are good. My assistants could be better. So bring all of those up. My experts should be happy. And that did it. We've managed to do it, which is great. Oh God, what was your voice? Oh, I remember. Oh no. Okay. All right. I can do it. I think it was something like this. Many cheesemongers have returned, savoring their visit to your museum. We would like to help any way we can in understanding the astral anomalies. The flagship of our cheese mining fleet, the Motherboard, has reported sightings, but you'll need to navigate through the cheesy asteroid field to reach him. Okay. Okay. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The good news is we have some interactive exhibits. We have the close encounter. Let's start working on that because that seems like an amazing idea. Let's open this crate and see what we have. Is it the flag? It is. Let me place it. It's not very good, but it can live here for now until this guy goes away in 100 days. And that's at least a replacement for that. We need to complete an expedition to Cheesy Heap Field. We can do that. It is going to be this place, which needs a survey scanner. Interesting. We don't have one of those. We also probably want to send someone out that can avoid the asteroid field. And it is just going to be 2 janitors. That's interesting. Okay. That's fine. We can do a survey scanner. We need to get one, but we can totally make that happen. We also had another little earthquake thing, which gives us more scrap that we can hopefully do something with. And all in all, I mean, if we get that interactive cheesy exhibit, it can probably go in here, which I think is the perfect place for it. Just the little cheese room over there is fine. I'm also wondering, do we have another thing here? We do. There is one more thing we can get from Mozzastella. So let's get that set up. Let's go ahead and send you out there. In fact, maybe you. Oh no, not you. You, definitely. And we'll do some bonus XP again. We'll go for a safe expedition. I don't really think it needs to be anything too crazy. And so for doing that, let's take a look at what we get. It is a cheese press. It's also great. Let's get this thing placed. It's a little bigger than I was expecting it was going to be. Is it going to fit in there? It is just about. We might want to change the layout of this space a little bit. Let me move you. Let me send you to my inventory. Let me get rid of these guys. Let me do some stuff with these railings and take those out as well. Because the slug is going to have to go in the middle of the room now. So right about there. This guy is going to go right about there. And then the cheese refiner is ideally going to go over there, but there's a planet in the way. So get rid of the, not the person, but the planet thing. And then put this guy right over there. I'm going to move this forward as well, so it's kind of in line with the other thing. And then I think we'll move you forward as well to about there. And that looks fine by me. I think we can make that work. We also have the close encounter now, which we can play with in just a second. In terms of splitting these things up in here, we'll go with the glass this time just to have some fun, which apparently is going to have, that's going to be a problem with the cheesy wall that we have going on. That's not good. Okay, what if we do this weird sort of angle at the back here? Does that work? Maybe we just don't separate them. Maybe we just don't have dividing walls in here and we just do something else to kind of make them sort of sit in their own space. Okay, I think this will do the job for this space. It's a little weird, but it's got everything we could want. We also have a larger donation bin in the corner with some lights around it. That is an Earth planet thingy floating above it, but for some reason it glows like a sun when it's above a donation stand, which honestly I'm okay with. You can be leveled up to do more admissions, which I think is going to be very important. And I suppose we might now be in a spot where we can go down here. In fact, no, I don't think we are, because I don't think I bothered to get a... This thing's being upgraded. I don't think I made a survey scanner though. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then I guess while we wait, figure out where this guy is going to go. This thing is kind of cool looking, actually. I don't know how it works, but it's, if I can put it in here, I'm definitely going to. The real question is, when does this go away? 24 days. Okay. I mean, we've already done what we have to do. Can I just send this to my inventory? Because we've completed the objective, so I don't think it matters. And then this guy is just going to live right back in there. And then I wonder, can I put the close encounters thing in here? I actually can, which is sort of exciting. So let's do that. And then let me see what it needs around it. So it's fully decorated, full buzz. That's actually very cool. We have the survey scanner as well, which is great. I would like to get my hands on the frog-like language display, which is possibly a horrific thing depending on what this does, but we'll start that project and see how it goes. Hopefully we get some people using this thing as well. We also have a criminal that we found, which is fine. We have a lot of people waiting to get in here. Where? Oh, that's okay. My staff are on break. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure they'll get back to the ticket booths soon enough. I mean, this guy's going to be leaving in like 35 seconds. So if we could deal with that, that would be really nice. It doesn't look like we're going to though, which has me really worried. I've also just had a bit of a thought, which is that we should build a bathroom here and then make this like a staff only bathroom. So we can put like a single cubicle here. We can do a sink, I want to say here. We can do a hand dryer next to the sink. We can do like a nice thing in the corner, which is fine. And we can go ahead and approve it. And then what I'd like to do is set this so that it's just for staff. And that seems like a good thing. It's like, it's right there. I mean, this one's still available for staff as well, but having this right here just seems like it's going to be really useful. This seems like a really good place for it. It's also filling in that space kind of nicely as well, which I'm fine with. And I suppose now is as good a time as any to go out here, because that's the thing we need to do. If we can get someone with pilot wings, we avoid that problem. There is a solid chance of 100% more XP. We're going to probably get injured in the process, but we'll start that expedition and see how it goes as per usual. We're doing what we do. We're seeing how it goes. We're hoping for good things. I'm hoping I can get, I don't know, more stuff into this museum. And as for you, they immediately have a dilemma. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. Do we need to scan that thing? I don't think we do. So this, I think we can just sell now because we don't really need it. Now, what is this? Your team approaches the Great Cheesy Heap Field. Countless asteroids block their path to the motherboard mining ship. We can blast a path, navigate, or send a janitor to the motherboard for help. Let's navigate. Your team executes a perfect route through the Cheesy Heap Field, complete with genuine tension and multiple barrel rolls. The asteroid field is intact, and the cheese mongers are amazed. Okay, we got big cheese, which is great. That's okay. I'm glad that went well. I'm not really too sure. I don't remember why we're going out here, but I'm sure there's perfectly good reason for it. And I guess we're about to find out. Hey, delectable. With a route through the Cheesy Heap Field and access to the motherboard, you should now be able to reach the Blue Cheese Moon. You can now explore our entire system for astral anomalies. For your heroics in this space, we want you to have our recipe for rank cheese. It gives us false courage on difficult expeditions. Okay. Sure. Oh, wow. Okay, so this thing has like a weird triangle. It has two squares and a triangle. Oh man, this is going to be fun to play with. We have this space here as well, which I guess is where it could go, or it could go in here. But I want to say this space for this like anomaly thing is kind of cool. So right there gives us a square, which I guess is fine. It needs a triangle, and I mean, we don't have the rest of what it needs. So that's probably fine. It is cool looking though, huh? It is a pretty cool looking thing. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to do the floor around it, because I feel like the floor around this thing realistically is just going to be a square, right? It's just going to be that, which I suppose is fine. I'm trying to connect everything together though, and that just seems really out of place, but sure, we'll do that for now. That's totally fine, I guess. We'll figure out where it's going a little bit later on. But for now, we need to find and activate anomaly, orbit totem, run a tour containing 3 cheesemonger artifacts with a rating over 4.0. We can probably do that. And we are already doing the quarterly profit. Guest happiness is already good. We don't actually have any tours right now. So you know what? I want to see if I can get maybe 2 of them going. Let's do a couple of tours here. Let's do one in that spot and send it to this guy just because we can, and then into here, here, and here. And hopefully that's going to be good enough to complete that objective. It's not, but it'll get there, I'm sure. And then I guess we could do, can I just move this? Like, can I put it here for now? And then we'll do another tour on the other side that's going to go elsewhere. It's going to go to like all of these exhibits, which is going to be a really, really long tour. Length is bad on this guy. That's problematic. But you know what? I'm going to go for it. We're going to confirm that as well, just because for now we can. Just for the time being, that's fine. Now, going back to the known universe, we have the blue cheese moon, which we're going to unlock. We need to send out a space expert and a security guard to make this place, well, to explore this place. And this is going to be interesting. So if we had a drill, we could avoid this. We are likely to be injured. And if we had a security guard that had the helicopter, the pilot wings, we would avoid helicopter damage. You know what I wonder? So here's my thinking, right? We have so this says one of these events will happen on the expedition. So if I was to go in and remove this one and remove this one, that would leave me with only the 2 injury events. So does it work that way, where it would basically guarantee that I'm going to be injured? Whereas right now it's basically a 50% chance, because we have 2 injury events, but we also have, 2 other events. One could damage the helicopter, one can extend the expedition. I don't know. I hadn't really thought about that. I'm going to be honest, but I'm now curious about whether it works that way. But I suppose for now we'll just start this, because we do need to send an expedition out here. And I'm also kind of thinking that, now that I think about it, this might be a really good time to extend the building again. So if we were to edit the building and kind of come back here, we're going to have to put a wall back in there at some point, but that's fine. Let's do a 9x9 space. Let's do this, and we're going to sell some invalid items because we have to put the wall back in there, of course, but we're going to do this and then get our cheese wall back because that's important to me. And then what I'm thinking is this space back here could probably be used for all of these new exhibitions, right? So we do I want to do security doors? I kind of want to do the space door. I think a space door right there and a space door right there seems kind of cool. I do like that, although it might be better if I move them now that I think about it. That's it might be better if I move them over like this and over like this, because what I'd like to try and do is sort of force people around here in a very specific way. So I want to have these railings here. So there'll be exhibits around the outside, but also in the middle. And I think that's going to be better. And then what we can do is move something like this guy into the middle, like into here, and put other stuff around it. So if I put this right in the middle of this room, I can just put all the stuff it needs right around it. And I think that's going to be for the best. So yeah, let's put this guy here, I guess. And let me do a little something with some of these railings. I'm going to bring this up a little bit further, and then we'll leave a gap and surround this thing a little bit as well. So we'll do this kind of thing. Oh, we got another another earthquake thing going on. That's always good. We'll do something like this, which seems fine. We can put some exhibits along that wall as well. This is it's a little cramped though. I don't know if I love that. We'll take this one out. We'll put that one in there. Bring these ones back a little. So that's a little bit more open. It's still kind of cramped, but I think we can work with that. And I think that'll be okay. I think we can go ahead and put the same sort of floor underneath this guy. So something like this. We'll have exhibits in there, which will be fine. We'll do this same floor kind of around the outside of this space. And that's kind of what I'm thinking for this area. Obviously, if we get some giant thing going on here, we might need to redo this layout, but that should be fine. Assuming we haven't just got another giant exhibit from this guy, which we didn't. Okay, it's just space junk. I'm okay with that. I would like to place this space junk. What about like down here? This seems like a weird spot for it right next to the bathroom, but we have nothing else to put in that corner. Although we could equally put it over here, sort of mirroring what we have going on. I think I'm just going to put it down here for now. Actually, that feels really disrespectful to the space boot. I'm going to put it in here. Just for now, we'll put it like right there, and that'll be a fine little spot for it. This bit of flooring can go away, and we can sort of pretend that never happened. We'll grab all of this and change it out as well. That looks pretty good. I kind of like this. I think this room's going to look great once I get it up and going. Oh no, this is interesting. To get to the motherboard, we need to make a rank cheese in the workshop. There are a couple of these artifacts and one astral anomaly here. There's also one more astral anomaly out here. So let's go ahead and set this guy up. I'm very tempted to train up one of my security guards to have the pilot wings trait, but I don't know if it's necessary. So we'll go with you, and that'll be fine. We'll do some bonus XP, and we'll go detailed. In fact, we'll go safe on this one. It'll be fine. We'll just send out anybody at this point. I'm not really too concerned about maxing things out. We are relatively close to getting the second star on this place. The problem is, of course, that this thing also needs activated, so we'll have to figure that out. We also have this guy, which basically does nothing for us. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to analyze it, because we do have one more level of knowledge that we can gain from doing that. And then this guy, we need 2 square cells, 1 triangle cell. So we might want to start sending out expeditions to the first locations, the first planets as well. Let me see here. The Golden Maulers have stolen an exhibit from the museum's collection, and now they're holding it ransom. Is that I think the one they have is, you know what? I will accept that because I want it back. I'm also not interested in selling anything, so that's fine. So we have this guy again. So we can sell this one, or not sell it. We can put it in the inventory because we can research that a little bit later on. We'll put the good one back out here. I think that's probably for the best. And then we also happen to have the frog leg language display. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to put the frog leg thing in here, and we'll just see how that goes. It's horrific. it is something. Is what it is. I will say the rating on the tour that we have going on is not very good right now. That's a little concerning. I do wonder if I was to increase the entertainment of this guy, would that help? If I was to increase Let's see, additional XP, grubbiness, buzz might be good to increase on this guy. I think we'll go for a buzz boost on this one. And I think for you, your decoration's already there. Let's increase entertainment on you as well. And we'll just see how that goes. Hopefully that does bring the rating up kind of nicely. There's no guarantees, but we'll find out together. And we'll also get this guy opened up. It is an anomaly orbit totem. Okay. Okay. How big is this thing? It is, as I suspected it might be, about as big as the other anomaly in here. Okay. So we're gonna have to rearrange this room a little bit, which is frustrating, but I kind of expected that we would have to. So I think the easiest thing to do here is gonna be to put these guys sort of in the corners, or maybe like this, sort of right in front of the door, and then this one goes right in front of that door. I'm not too sure what the layout of the rest of the room is going to be, but we will figure that out together. We might want to just reduce the amount of this sort of space thing that we have going on here. Although, to be fair, we were going to be putting the exhibits on the space floor, and now we're not, I guess. Yeah, it's a bit weird. That's sort of goes against what we've done with this museum so far, but that to me, that's a bit much, right? That's probably too much of that space floor thing going on there. Maybe. These guys might just need to go further into the corners, and then I think we can make it work. So we'll just bring them back a little bit further. I was kind of trying to avoid that because I like the idea of lining them up with the doors, but I think it's probably for the best that we don't have them taking up too much space, because that's probably a little bit silly. And I suppose for now, this is probably fine. Now, interestingly, this guy needs that weird sort of triangle thing. It needs a circle and it needs a triangle. This guy needs a triangle and 2 squares. So we are going to have to load this room with a bunch of other exhibits, which I'm completely fine with doing. It's just going to be a little bit before we can do that because we need to send out expeditions to make that happen. I also think I want to get my hands on another expert or 2. Might not be a bad idea to bring in someone like you, just to have you kind of deal with restoring the exhibits, because now that we have a lot of them, it does seem like things are getting a little bit more messy, a little bit more often, and I'd like to stay on top of that. And I suppose we now need to activate this thing. So weird triangle with a door, circle, and triangle. I'm wondering if I get the 2 squares and the triangle on you, I think that probably activates that triangle. So 2 squares, I only have 1 currently. So I think what we need to do is legitimately go back to 2-point orbit, right? Although that doesn't give us any of the squares. This one does. Okay, let's go to the moon then. Let's just do it. Let's just see how it goes. We'll send you guys out. We'll do XP. We'll do Speedy. I think we can get away with Speedy. I think that'll be good. We'll see how quick that is. Hopefully very. And hopefully that means we can deal with all of this. Let's also examine this thing while we're here. And let's see how this goes. Oh, that's not at all what I was expecting, but a pristine version of the claimed space rock. I'm here for it. That is fine by me. That is completely fine. Helicopter's back, so you know what? Let's just do it again. Let's keep running that. Just see what we can do. We'll go for you. We'll go for, yeah, we'll stick with you. We'll stick with you. We'll do Speedy. Again, seems totally fine. We don't have survival skills. We do need those. So let's just go for the bonus XP. We'll go Speedy and get it done. Oh, it's about time we got one of these guys. That's good. That is a start towards getting this place up and running. So let's go ahead and place it. I want to say right there is where we're going to put that guy. And I want to say that we're going to bring this this floor back out here a little bit just to give it some room. That seems fine though. It is not all that well decorated. It needs to be near a life station as well. But honestly, that's not the end of the world. I'm not super worried about decorating these guys. These are just essential to activate the rest of it. So once again, wow, we only have one donation stand over there, don't we? We should do something about that. We should, we need more donation stands is what I'm realizing. Let's very quickly do that. I should also replace that door with something smaller, I think. Can I modify the building very quickly and get rid of that door? And then just put like a little one on there? Like just put the little one there, I think would be the best spot for it. Yeah, I think that's probably the best spot for that door. Unfortunately, it's not exactly lined up with the rest of the grid, but honestly, I don't mind that too much because what it means is I can finally go in here and put this around the back of this guy. Or not. Apparently I can't do that. Oh, because I didn't save the modification. That makes perfect sense. Let's put this guy here instead. Let's do this again. We'll confirm. And now I should be able to do this, which I totally can. That's much better. Yeah, that is so much better. that just makes a lot more sense. As for the donation bins, I want to put one somewhere that kind of makes the most sense. I'm kind of thinking up here, although that only deals with those two. Almost maybe back there instead. What if we move the space probe? Is it needed? I don't think it's needed. I think these guys, wait, did you need a space? You needed a light. Oh, you need a life station nearby. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this guy. I'm going to put it back there. And then for a life station nearby, I think we can probably put one on this wall. And hopefully that is good enough for you. It absolutely is. You guys are all nice and happy, which is great. Okay. I'm a little happier about that. I'm glad we finally get one of these guys. I need another one. So we're going to be going back to the moon and just continuing to do what we've been doing. We're going speedy once again. Oh, now this is great. We got another one of these from just space scrap, which I'm kind of excited about. So let's go ahead then and put it here, which means all we need is a triangle, which is problematic because I did send out another expedition and got another one of these. So we'll send it to our inventory. And now I need to figure out where I'm getting a triangle from. I also need a circle and a triangle for this guy. So let's have a bit of a look. I'm pretty sure it's going to be here. It is. All right, let's set up an expedition as we usually do. We're going to send you, I guess, or we'll send you. I suppose that's probably fine. And we'll just do bonus XP again. You're almost level 10, which is fantastic. We'll go speedy for this, which is highly likely to damage the helicopter. So you know what? We'll go safe. It's only 8 days, which is fine. Still chances of, damage, but I'm less concerned about that. Oh, no, this isn't what I'm looking for, but a pristine circle celestial cell is not the end of the world. Admittedly, we already have a pristine circle one, so that's not exactly something we did need that. Ooh. Okay, in that case, absolutely. I almost just completely disregarded the fact that we did need this. Right. That can live there, which is great. We now just need a triangle. Well, probably two, unless I put the triangle in here. Oh, that would make a lot of sense, actually. Let me move you to the middle of this room very quickly. Well, I say the middle of the room. We'll go there. Let me move this life station to there. What are you looking like? 4 out of 5. Do you need to be next to a life station? You do not, but you do need more decoration around you. So let me very quickly do. I'm loving this. Just in case it wasn't obvious. I'm having a lot of fun with space, basically. Having a lot of fun with space is what I'm having a lot of fun with. So we'll put a couple of those in there. That seems to have maxed out the decoration for everything, which is fantastic. They all have info about them as well, which is great. So yeah, I just need a triangle to go in that little mid spot back there. So let's sort out the floor very quickly because we want to expand this. And I guess we could maybe do a little like railing section here to kind of enclose this area a little bit. That'll open up this back bit for the triangle thing. I'm excited about this. I'm really excited about this. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about this. Obviously, I could move this one, but if I do that, it's kind of going to mess things up. So let's just go straight back to orbit. We want the triangle cell. We'll start the expedition. We can go with you, which is great. That's totally fine. In fact, we can even go speedy. Yeah, let's 100% do that. Oh, there's what we're looking for. Let me grab this guy. And it is going to go right into the middle of this room, which activates you, That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Very, very happy to see that that's a thing. We've also got this icon on this guy now, so we might have more things to activate, which could be interesting. Although there's like a C thing and a dot on you. Is that what you are? A C and a dot? Yeah. Okay, so what that tells me is if I can run a tour with 3 cheesemonger artifacts with a rating over 4.0, I think we're done with the current setup. I think we might be in a good spot. So I need to do that. I need to get a tour going is what I need to do. So let's put a tour guide. This is kind of in the way of the cafeteria, but I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to say it's going to go in this way. And then I would really like it to go down here, which is still a pretty good length. It's great. If I take some of these guys out, it's now perfect. Is that enough? Is that going to be enough? 3.75. You've got to be joking. That's not enough. That's really disappointing. I was hoping for something better is what I was hoping for. I was hoping we could get this to be a little bit higher. I would imagine a bit more buzz might be good. A bit more knowledge might be good. Maybe what we do is we send out expeditions for more cheese stuff. And in doing so, maybe we, I don't know, learn about them? Increase the buzz? I'm not really too sure. I'm really not too sure what we do here. I think that's a good shout though. We can go detailed. 24 days is fine. We can go bonus XP because I think that's probably fair enough as well. Although if I do this guy, yeah, let's do that instead. Let's start that expedition. I think I need another helicopter. I really do. I think another helicopter might be a really good idea. Oh, now this is good. We got an epic version of the cheese refiner. I want to send that to my inventory because I don't know. Is this one? Oh, this one's pristine. Okay, well, that's that's fair enough. All right. We could, what can we do to this guy? What could we do to this guy? Increase, have we got like a buzz bonus? We have entertainment that can be increased. Let's do the entertainment boost, I guess. Let's, yeah, that'll be fine. We can go ahead and analyze the cheese refiner that we just got. I think that's going to be a really good idea to give us a little bit more knowledge from this guy. Still 3.75 out of 4 on that rating. I'd like that to be better. I really would. I'd like that to just be just a little bit better. There are so many thieves around here. I don't think any of them are actually stealing anything. That's a lot of thievery going on. Also, can I just point out guest happiness right now is 98 out of 80, which is kind of wild. That's pretty good. This might be my best museum so far. Oh, we've done the thing. We've managed to get the tour going. All it took was a better version of this guy, which I'm completely fine with. Now we have more dialogue. Hey, crackers! Something's going on with your astral anomaly. It's actually kind of cool. So this is the second one of those things that has been revealed, which is kind of fantastic. Still not sure why there's no voiceover, but that's all right. This took so much time. This has been one of the longer recordings for an episode of this series so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it though. I really am. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I like that we got this place up to 2 stars as well, which is great. It's great. We got the cheese fountain, which is pretty cool. Don't really know what I'm going to do with it, so we're not going to worry too much about it. And we also got the, what else did we get? There was another thing in there. For the life of me, I don't know what it was. You know what? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe Maybe it doesn't matter. Was it one of these things? I don't think it was. Okay. Rank cheese. Didn't we have to make that? I think, yeah, we did have to make that. We had to make that to get out to the motherboard or whatever it was. So we'll make that. We're going to unlock the motherboard and then we're going to move on from this museum because we can't get it to, I think wait, can we get this to 3 stars now? I don't think we actually can, which is fine. That's totally okay. We got our 2-star rating here. We need to go to the Bungle Wasteland and we need to get a 2-star rating over there or a 1-star rating over there to get Curator class 4, but we'll probably go for 2. And I mean, there's so much more to do at this museum. There's so much space available. This might genuinely end up being the museum that I come back to when I'm done with all of them and I just want to play the game to see what we can get. This place has a few cool things going on, which I'm excited about. Thankfully, there's no way for anyone to die coming out here, which is great. That's always good. We can do this to increase the rank of my expedition team. We'll go detailed. We'll send that expedition out. But that is going to do us for today. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.